Hello everyone, welcome to another video. So in the last video we had discussion about why doing a research project and having a research publication is important. In this video we would be discussing how we can actually get started with it. Okay, so I would be telling you a few points, mainly two ways by which you can get started. So the first way is user dependent, or I would say it's dependent on you. Okay, you as an individual take initiative and start it. The second way is to have a collaboration with a research group. Okay, so I have personally experienced both the ways. So first, like, I have few collaborations which includes triple IT and one AIMS funded project. And apart from that, some professors from my own university, so I have collaborations with them, and I have research publications with them. Apart from that, I also started off my own projects, purely my idea, and then I wrote research paper. And then I contacted the professors to guide me what else I can include in that paper, right? So I would be explaining both these approaches of how you can get started with it. Okay, great. So now coming to the first way, which is user dependent, or I would say in this approach you have to take the initiative. Okay, so in this approach what you do is you actually search research problems which you are interested in. Okay, and there are few websites where you can search this. Okay, so this is one of the website which I have opened. It's Google Scholar. It's a very vast library which has a lot of research papers. So what you can do is go to this Google Scholar, create your profile. So I am clicking on my profile, and yep, so this is my profile. Okay, you can create your profile here, add your publications if you have right now. Okay, and follow some professors which are working on the fields in which you are interested. Okay, the main thing why we are using it is you can search anything here. So for example, if I just write COVID-19. Yep, so these are the professors which are working on it. And if I search articles related to COVID-19, yep, so I get lot of articles related to it. It's about 1,13,000 results which I got if I click on articles. So all these are from various places, like they are not from one single journal, they are from various places, from different journals, conferences, right? And you can apply filters here since 2020, since 2017, and you can have patents as well, right? So all this information you can search here. Okay, so what you have to do is, once you type your topic or topic in which you are interested, go through the work which has been done on that topic. And I would say apply the filter, go to most recent ones. Okay, and see what is the trend going on. I'm sure if you go through 10 or 15, you would get an idea to make your own project. So that's the way in which you explore what's going on in the research, right? Another thing is IEEE Explore. It is very similar to Google Scholar. It also has articles, but it is not very vast library. Okay, it has I mean, Google Scholar does have tons of papers. IEEE Explore has a bit less, but yeah, it's also a good resource. You can similarly type here anything, like let's say if I type COVID-19 only here, then I should, yep, get some results. Perfect. So these are the results, and again I have the filters, right? Now this lock shows that these are open access papers. You can see them, you can download it, but at times these papers would have limited access. Okay, so in those cases what you can do is you can probably ask any university, your own university, that you want to access this paper and it is locked. For example, this paper is locked. So I mean, either it is paid or something, but usually universities take subscriptions, so you can get it from there. And once so So all this information was related to getting the research papers and getting to know what is going on in that field. Now, once you know what is going in that field, you have to work on the similar grounds. You have to think a bit differently on the basis of the study that you have done on these papers, right? And once you have done that, okay, once you have done that and you get some results, then you can start writing your paper. Okay, then you can start writing your paper. So once you have written a basic paper, I'm not saying that it should be a very high level paper, be perfect in one go. Okay, you just have to write something, just write some paper, and see that the basis of that paper is strong. Okay, so the research that you are doing, it's strong. And once that is done, then you can actually contact either professors from your own university or some other university, and you can actually ask them that, can you go through my research paper that I have written, and can you suggest some changes? So the professor will also suggest some changes, and then you can go ahead and publish it. Okay, this is for the beginners. If you have sufficient knowledge, or you think that yes, you would be able to go forward individually, then you can publish that paper individually also. That is also fine. So wherever you submit in any journal or conference, the reviewers also give you suggestions, so that is also totally fine. You can submit it as an individual also. Now coming to the second way, in second way you have to search for some professors or some research groups with whom you would collaborate and work on research projects. Okay, and let me tell you, it is not necessary that you work full time. Yes, you heard me right, it's not necessary that you work full time. You can work part time as well. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you are an industrial, you are a professional who is working in some company, or you are a student and you are having normal studies in semester. You can work part time as well, and it's a good thing. Like, I have done it. I have worked part time for about 2 years on these research projects and all. So you can definitely do it. Now how to do it is something that I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, so the thing is that you have to search for the universities in which you are interested, right? The universities have their programs specially open. Okay, apart from those programs, you can apply directly as well. So professors, research labs, they are in constant need of good people who can work as research assistants or research interns. So if you are really good, believe me, they are searching for those kind of people who are research oriented and who really want to work on some innovative project. Okay, so what you can do is, you can so few of the links I have opened here, so you can search for each and every university individually. Okay, what I have done here is, I have opened few of them. For example, this is for IIT Roorkee. So they have this summer internship program, and it is open for summer 2021. So those who are willing to apply right now, they can apply to this as well. They have written the stipend as well, and all the information, everything is mentioned here, so you can go through this website. This is called as Spark, and it's not something which is recent, it's pretty old. Okay, I mean, I saw it in my undergrad as well, so you can apply to it. It's a good one. Apart from that, we have for IIT Bombay as well. So you can apply it. It's also very competitive. Just to give you an example, the intake last year was around 55 or 73, so their intake is this much, and the applicants are like 3200, and so on. So it's really very competitive, but yeah, you should apply to these internships, right? And apart from applying through the direct channels, if you are some working professional, or if you want to work as a research assistant, or you just want to collaborate for a research project, what you can do is, just go to the university website, the official website, search the department where you want to apply. For example, computer science and engineering. Then you can search for people and faculty, right? You can see their profiles, they have their website. So all the universities, the research universities, they usually have the professor's name in the form of a link, and when you click on the link, their personal profile page will open up where they have mentioned their research interest, whether they are taking interns or research assistant or PhD scholars and all. So they have mentioned, usually they mention everything there. So you can go through the research areas, you can see the profile, and you can see if the professor is taking some students, and if you want you can also mail them, right? Their email ID is also mentioned. It's totally fine because many students mail them, and they know it, like, the students are also in search of internships or maybe research assistant positions, or maybe they just want to pursue PhD under the professors, so they know that students mail them. But definitely have some patience, because it can take a longer time for professors to reply, because a lot of people are sending them mails, and it might also happen that professors are not replying at times because they are actually busy with some projects and all going on. So that's totally fine. It's a trial and error process. You can definitely try this out as well. So this was all about searching for a research group. The very interesting thing that I wanted to talk about here is that it's not necessary that you are only searching for a particular domain or in particular universities. So for example, you have to see in the industries also, like where are people working in the research field. So for example, like you can see if there is some doctor working in medical field, and he is working on some research, or maybe there is some scientist, or some person in mechanical field and he's building something, and you are a mechanical student, you can go ahead and help that person even on personal project, because you don't know that after working there it might result in a patent or you discover something. So you have to search for individuals also who are research oriented, who and you can collaborate and work with them. So always have that in mind, like always have a wide view of what is going around, and search for people who are research oriented, search for groups which are research groups which are there around you, and try to be part of that. So that would actually help in having a publication or a patent, right? So this is how you can start. So just to recall, there are two ways. One is you can start by yourself as an individual. The second way is to collaborate with the research group from beginning only and work with them, and you can go ahead and have a publication or a patent. So that was it for this video. Okay, and hope you like it. If you have any questions, you can mention it in the comments and I would be happy to answer them. Okay.